Out them points of views when I see it my way. Yes it goes, yes it knows, maybe so's, probably not.
Hello everyone, this is Spitting Fire coming to you with another one. Okay, so you see the title. It says I blame Jada Smith for the dysfunction of her family. Now, so many people on these internet streets is talking about what was recently put out here about Jaden Smith. All right, he has a video that he put out on Instagram showing him crying. Let's take a listen as I sat up there and recorded it 3 times just so you can really see him crying. Is he acting? Is it for a role? Is it for attention? Is it a cry for help? We don't know. But let's take a look and we'll get back with commentary. Now you've seen that 3 times back to back, okay, of him crying. As I mentioned earlier in the commentary, I don't know if it's a cry for help. I don't know if he's acting. I don't know if he's just doing it for views or to stay relevant or whatever it is. But it's weird. It's weird behavior. And I noticed that Will Smith worked a lot during their marriage. Throughout the whole entire marriage, he worked a lot. Way more than what Jada did, okay? I think one of her biggest hits was Set It Off back in the 90s. Until then, and she did a little bit of Woo and some other stuff, but it wasn't like Set It Off. But her career is not nowhere near as big as her husband's, but she still have the same notoriety as him. However, when it comes to Jada Smith, we question her parenting, okay? I know that she had come from a troubled background. She likes those, roughneck guys. And then she comes to a guy that is kind of more of the geeky side and who's became very successful in his career and all these type of things. But about almost, let's say, 10 years ago or more, there was some high controversy going on with Jada Smith, okay, pertaining to her daughter, okay, and everybody sat up there and was questioning about why her daughter was in bed with Moesa, okay, and we don't know who this person is. At least I didn't at the time. Many other people did, but check out this picture right here that I'm going to show you, and then we're going to get back with commentary. Now, I remember this picture. This picture has went viral, okay? Everyone was talking about it all throughout social media, and even Jada defended the picture, all right? So this is a picture with Willow is in the bed with a grown man, and at the time, I think Willow was no more than 13 years old during that time. I think she was 13 years old, and many people was questioning why she was in this bed with her, and it didn't look good, and they were so comfortable and so flamboyant and so open. And we know that Jada Smith is so open with sexuality that everybody just was like, wait a minute, Jada. Now, I don't know what Will had to say about it, because a lot of the times, as I mentioned earlier in the commentary, he was working a lot. But I know that he got a lot of the backlash for the choices or the lack of his wife did when it pertained to raising his children. So let's sit up there and see what Jada contributed to within the last year or so. Okay, so we know it's been almost a year since the famous slap at the Oscars. Let's take a look.
I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to.
So we all remember the infamous slap okay, at the Oscars, and it went on for months. As a matter of fact, I think people just recently stopped talking about it in the fall. It was really talked about well over 6 months. I think it was almost 8 months before people stopped even talking about it. But I know that it all stemmed from Jada when she was so sensitive about having alopecia and things of that nature. Now, being a celebrity, you have some really funkadelic and freaky looks, and they do it all the time for fashion statements and everything else. So her having a medical condition such as alopecia should not have been offensive to her to where she couldn't even take a joke at the Oscars. But this was a same woman who actually protested the Oscars just few years prior, and yet her and Will were back there when he was supposed to have gotten an Oscar for playing the father of Serena Williams, okay, and Venus Williams' dad, all right? So this is part 1, and we're going to be talking about why I blame Jada, all right? And we're going to be talking about part 2 of that as well, but part 2 will be on the MIB, and the MIB will be in the description below, and it will be also in the community chat. So to check out part 2 of this, let's get it going, all right? Thank y'all for tuning in to Spin Fire. I'm your girl, R.A. Jackson. Fire out.